Many people fail to respond to RFE or file an application before the deadline. This is why we offer a strategy session for 15 minutes at no cost to you. Not everyone qualifies. First, you need to speak with our cares team. We receive many requests, so we recommend you answer a few questions on our website, greencardguys.com. Our mission is to help people live and work in America legally. Go ahead and subscribe below and follow and share. Talk to you soon. Good afternoon. It is September 26, 2023, and here we're going to talk about unlocking the secrets to a speedy decision. And is applying for citizenship the key to do that? Now, of course, I'm going to talk about several scenarios. You are welcome to drop your questions in the comment section, and I'll try my best to answer them in a timely manner. And here's the deal. Before I get to that, my name is John Ting. I practice immigration law in all 50 states of America and across the world, helping you solve your immigration problem and maybe even preventing it from happening in the first place. Because y'all need to get the legal status y'all deserve. So thank you for tuning in to our show. I try to usually go online for about 30 minutes or so, sometimes a little longer, because y'all ask really good questions. And I'm very fortunate. It means a lot to me that you trust me to answer your questions, because a lot of people, unfortunately, are either stuck or in a situation where, not sure if they can file or take legal action to file a lawsuit because of unreasonable delay. We're ready to help you, okay? Sometimes we might not be able to help you. And that's a key thing, folks. There's a lot of attorneys that charge a consultation fee, and I get it. That's their version of weeding people out, screening people. I don't think a consultation fee is something as the proper screening tool. It's just training my team to ask specific questions, right? So one of the best screening tools for us is, number one, is the person rude or not? So please, if you want to get some answers, you have some questions for us, please be nice, be respectful to our team. Doesn't have to, you can be mean to me, I don't care. I don't get my feelings hurt, but my team, they try to do their best to help out, point you in the right direction, help you get scheduled for an appointment, a strategy session, which, by the way, we do offer for 15 minutes at no cost to you. Okay, 15 minutes, no cost to you. You might think, well, is 15 minutes enough? Look, if you don't think it's enough, I think it's enough. But if you don't think so, for your specific situation, you're welcome to book a paid consultation. You're welcome to do that, but you don't have to. But our cares team asks a lot of quality questions. Well, questions, relevant questions to get you to get us going. Okay. So, anyways, what's up, CV? What's up, Cesar? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, I didn't know that's how you found us. TikTok. That's pretty cool. Alrighty. All right. So the thing is, okay, the legal information I'm going to share with you, it depends on the case type. Okay. So the title of today's topic, okay, is unlocking the secret to a speedy decision, and is applying for citizenship the key. Now, a lot of people that are not familiar with the process of immigration status, some people have even had employers ask, because they don't want to go through a long, at least 2-year process for residency through a company. They always ask, not always, some people ask, like, is there one straight application for citizenship where even if someone does not have status? God bless America. I wish that was the case. And I'm sure a lot of you would be willing to pay way more for that if that was possible. But unfortunately, there is not just one application. There is not just one path direct to citizenship. So the premise of this specific title is for people who have a 751 application on file. That is removal of conditions. It is not just for folks who are married to a U.S. citizen, for example. There's other scenarios like immigrant investor, EB-5. There's also removed conditions for that. But specific to this one, if you have a pending 751 case, or if you're about to file it, you're going to get a receipt notice from USCIS in the mail, typically 3 weeks to 5 weeks on average. And it will say on there, I think in the first 2 lines, you have automatic, your conditional residence status is automatically extended for 48 months. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. You would think that is amazing, but it's a catch-22. It's a really strange predicament. The USCIS knows that they are so slow with processing these 751s that, yeah, sometimes cases have taken at least 2 years, 4 years. I don't think they will take 4 years. I really hope not, but because this is a recent change from about a year ago, I believe. But every year in the past 4 years, they seem to extend it more and more. It went from extension 12 months to, I think, 18 months to 30 something, 36, and now 48. So it seems like a great thing, right? But here's the deal. If you are currently married to the same person who sponsored you, believe it or not, some people are not, and that's okay. But if you're still married to the person who sponsored you and you have at least 3 years of conditional residence status, even including the time that you filed the 751 application, you can go ahead and apply to become a citizen. I know it's strange because you would think, or many people think, like, oh, the 751 has to be approved first before you go to the next step to apply to become a citizen. No, no, no. That is the secret. The secret, right? It's in the law. It allows you to. It won't literally say, even if you have a pending 751, we interpret it that way. And it's true. We've had many clients get approved for the 751 and for the N400 to become a U.S. citizen at the time of the interview to become a U.S. citizen. So if that is the case, and you know this now, because I'm sharing with you, do not wait. I get it. There's some countries that you still need to maintain to be a U.S. citizen, not other country, because you have to protect your assets, still have access to your checking account, things like that. I know some countries are very restrictive in that sense, but I'm not talking to y'all, okay? I'm talking for the other folks, okay? For the other folks who are eligible and don't have the concern, don't give a 2 cents, don't care about the other country. Now, I mean, I'm sure you have some pride in your country, but my point is legal status for your current situation. You can file now because a lot of people wait and you don't have to wait. Okay, so that's a secret. Take advantage of this secret that's in the policy manual. Okay, so it's not really a secret, but you can. Anyway, by the way, folks, if you appreciate that hot tip right there, tap the screen on TikTok, give me a like on the Facebook and YouTube. I greatly appreciate it, especially if you just enjoy the way we share information. I don't like to cut any corners, but I want to be straight to the point for y'all. Okay, a lot of other attorneys out there and some non-lawyers even out there, some non-lawyers getting way more followers for some reason, kind of interesting. But anyway, we just go straight to the point. Okay, a lot of people give some fluff, we go straight to the point. So if you have a question, I will try to go straight to the point, but I have a lot of tangential information. I'm supposed to call it legal information, not legal advice. Okay, but of course, if you want more specific information for your specific situation, I do highly encourage you to give us a call. It shows a number shows up right up here on Facebook and YouTube. TikTok, I'm not allowed to say it live, but the website is greencardguys.com. Greencardguys.com. I'm hoping that that's okay, that I can say that. Please don't ban me, TikTok. Okay, so let's see here. Other scenarios just have a speedy case. All right. Now, so I was just talking about 751. Let me take a step back. Okay. For people who are filing for a marriage case or about to file it, the old advice was to say, from us attorneys, would say, if you don't have time to do your medical exam, that's fine. You can always provide it later. It's not bad advice to say now, but the better advice, if your goal is to try to waive that interview, because before that was not possible through prior administrations. But the Biden administration this year has allowed for interviews to be waived. And as far as I know, it started around January. My first one was in January, early January. I remember calling a client from the airport saying, like, this is amazing news. Like, you got approved with that interview. I didn't know how long it'll last. It appears it's still going on, but it seems to slow down still. Okay, because there are a lot of people that ask me questions about, like, okay, I sent in my medical exam now because after filing, because I got the RFE. So especially for those who have already just filed it and without medical or about to file it, you want to get the medical exam results first, okay? Preferably before you mail in the package. Because if you want to get the best case scenario to get your interview waived and get a decision sooner, get that medical exam, okay? It's got to be in a sealed envelope. Do not open it. I know you're going to look, you want to know about your health. I get it. Ask the clinic for another copy. They might even ask you to print off a copy yourself. Bring your own paper. It's wild. Some clinics ask me that clients need to do that. But anyway, just be ready. Call the clinic. What does it take to get an extra copy? Because you cannot open it. You cannot open the sealed envelope because essentially USCIS wants to make sure, the law wants to make sure that you're not writing something fake, okay, on the results. So that's why they just want to verify. So yeah, so because a lot of people have commented as questions on the live shows asking like, how long will it take after you mailed in the medical exam? I have no idea, to be honest. I'll record a video about it in more depth, but we've had more of our clients get approved like within a week time. And now there's a new issue about getting the actual green card timely. It used to be fairly quick. Now it's slower, not for everyone, but even when someone gets approved, you know, some clients, not everyone again, but a few of our clients, the green card is taking a long time. It's really strange. So what I'm trying to say ultimately is if you want the best case scenario, you want to plan ahead. All right. This is planning ahead and have the mindset ready for that, because I know a lot of people are like, okay, you're gung-ho, you got married, congratulations, you found the right fit for you. I want to file for my paperwork because I want the work permit. Okay, I get that part. I totally get it. You want the work permit. But the end goal for at least this year is get the GC, get the green card, okay? So the best way to do that is get the medical exam, because time and time again, it's like almost once a week, someone, I don't want to say someone messes up, but there's been some issues related to medical exam, and I feel like that's the easiest thing to get, okay? You don't actually have to be married. I don't recall a rule that says you actually have to be married at the time of the medical exam. But if you already know that you want to file sooner than later, then maybe consider doing medical exam before you get married. Because I know some of y'all are trying to do a honeymoon, some don't want to save money. I get it. Everyone's arrangements are different. So you just need to plan ahead. Basically, have a calendar in front of you on your phone, whatever it is. You like paper calendar, whatever drifts your boat. Plan ahead, because shit happens in life. You want to get it together, okay? All right, so let me answer some questions. All right, Maria, I am ready. We have Maria helping us out from our marketing team. Thank you so much. What's up, Cesar? Nice to see you. In the meantime, I see some questions on YouTube, so answer those. What's up, Lucas? What's up, Bella? Nice to see y'all. Okay, Bella, you asked, you have an individual hearing coming up in January, New York. You're at Federal Plaza, 26 Federal Plaza. I only know that because I used to live in New York. You have withholding of deportation. Is that what you're trying to say? You have an I-130 approved. Okay, that's good. So I don't think you were asking me this, Bella, but have your attorney to help you file a motion to dismiss if that's what you want to do. You have an I-130 approved. Do you have to do medical and send it in? So if you only have the I-130 on file right now, then no, the I-130 petition does not require medical. But if you're filing for a 485 application, sorry, I should have clarified that earlier. If you're filing for 485 application and you're eligible for it, that is when you provide the medical exam results, okay, in the sealed envelope. All right, so hopefully that helps. But Bella, you might, I don't know if you have an attorney, Bella, but you might, who knows, might be eligible for canceling your court case, okay, getting it dismissed since you have an I-130 on file. Okay, you did, yes. Okay, that's good. All right, let me go to TikTok here. Star American, what is the root cause of these delays? Have they given a reason? Could it be shortage in officers? Oh, a shit ton of reasons. I mean, they don't like to give you reasons. They don't like to give us reasons. Sorry, excuse my French. Number one, I mean, I've never worked for the government. Okay, I don't know for sure, but just based on my experience, my friends, my colleagues' experience with them, number one, especially when it comes to Middle Eastern countries, the U.S. government does continue to discriminate, and they conduct discrimination in the name of national security. All right. Number two, unorganized, inefficient, no workflow, was caused by no workflow. So I guess that's the same reason. Number three, folks, they like to claim the pandemic, and I really do think there's less personnel working. But a lot of people, my team, other attorneys wonder like, how do I do things so quickly? Is we have a system in place, we have a workflow in place. If something happens, we know who was assigned to the next step. Okay. People ask, well, how does Ting Law Group file cases in a timely manner that you can try to get it, we don't guarantee. I mean, we promise it, right? We try our best, but ultimately we all work together to get it filed in a timely manner. We have a max plan. It's our highest plan. And we file our case in 30 days if it's family based, and plan based in 45 days. So anyway, my point is the government does not have anything like that. I also incent our leadership, provides bonuses, provides rewards to recognize our team members to get things done in a timely manner. I highly doubt that USCIS or State Department has anything like that, okay, to improve their workplace culture in that sense. All right, so hopefully that helps give a little context. All right, HJ, you're single in the U.S. based on SI, special immigrant visa. Can you apply for citizenship after 30 years? I don't think, I could be wrong, but I don't think there's a shortcut in that sense to become a citizen based on SIV. Okay, for people who've been abused, yes, you can apply in 3 years after residency with that. So, do they ever? Okay, user 266. Do they ever waive citizenship interview? No, you have to take the test. You have to take the test. It's a civics test, an English test. I don't want to try to give anyone a difficult time to say it's easy, but English is one of the easier languages compared to other countries. If you had to compare, like I don't know Chinese that well. I don't know how to read Chinese. And yeah, my family doesn't like me for that. They, of course, I should have been a better child back then and said, yes, parents, I should go to class. I didn't. So, but anyway, so if I were to try to take the Chinese exam, if I were, however they do it over there, which I wouldn't, but I'm sure that would be very difficult. And we have resources to help you out, but it's pretty, um, yeah. They have to. Main reason why, other than the test, is that they have to, you have to take the oath essentially. Okay, there's an oath that you're gonna essentially gonna follow the U.S. laws, and in the time, if there is a time of war, which we've always been in war, but if there's a situation where the U.S. government needed civilians, they want to make sure that you're willing to do that, willing to bear arms or not bear arms in the time of conflict. Okay, on to John Million. Good afternoon. You just went to in your green card interview with U.S. citizen wife, but the officer refused to tell you if you were approved. What's going on? He told me that you will get a notice in 20 days. Man, glad you had the interview. Okay, but yeah, you sometimes when they say that, it's a red flag. Okay, I'm not trying to scare you, John Million, but you just want to be ready. You want to be ready that they're going to ask for more evidence, and a good way to kind of refresh your thinking on that is, for example, if you didn't provide, I think you would know if you provided substantial updated recent evidence at the time of interview, but if you didn't provide as much, then maybe you should have. Again, I don't know if you had a lawyer to advise you or not, but folks, if you don't have a lawyer and you have an interview, you have to understand the context. The USCIS is trying to waive interviews. So again, not saying that it's a bad thing to have an interview, but if you have been scheduled for an interview, you definitely want to be prepared. Okay, so I acknowledge that. I'm saying it with you right now in the live show. So that being said, I'm going to try my best when I finally carve out some time on my schedule to record some videos to give you some ideas, but I can't walk you through it step by step completely. Otherwise, I don't want my state bar to think I'm like providing legal advice, but you really do want to consider having an attorney at the interview. Okay. Again, not trying to scare you off, John Million, on this situation, but make sure you check your mail, check your status at least once a week on the USCIS website, because there have been times where even when attorneys involved, USCIS status update claims that, oh, we mailed a notice, but no one got it. Applicant, client didn't get it, attorney didn't get it. And then I've heard stories where USCIS finally sends a copy and the attorney, they all get 2 weeks left to respond to requests for evidence, something like that. So just stay tuned on that. Set a calendar reminder or something. Okay. Bella on YouTube. Then I'll switch back to TikTok. Okay, Bella, you filled out everything. If approved, they want cancellation cancellation for the withholding. Those are two different types. Those words mean two different things. Withholding and removal, I guess it's kind of similar. Withholding removal and cancellation removal. I know it sounds almost the same thing, but legally two different things. So I'm not sure. Well, Bella, it sounds like you may already have a lawyer, so you should be good in that sense. Okay. John Million, you said your lawyer asked if they need any more documents. Told your lawyer, being that we just got married, he was not expecting us to have a lot of stuff. Yeah, so that's the other thing. I recommend people to wait a couple months to build up that evidence, because again, the goal for many people right now is to waive the interview. So if you just got married, of course, then just got married meaning you're about to file, you're not going to have much evidence, and pictures alone are not going to do it. Okay, folks. So okay, John Millen, glad you have a lawyer at least there to help you out. But yeah, in the meantime, as you wait for that, because the officer says 20 days, you might not actually get in 20 days. They claim, everyone's busy, but anyway, in the meantime, make sure you continue building up your evidence, joint bank account, credit card, whatever you use, things like that. Okay, Cray on TikTok. Can you travel abroad with your 751 is pending? Yes, as long as you have your receipt notice that extended that status. But the best case scenario is to have the temporary I-551 stamp in your passport. I can't remember exactly right now, but I heard there was information or situation where USCIS was trying to make it easier for y'all to possibly get that stamp. But I believe that essentially the reason why they extended that status on your receipt notice, because then you can travel possibly, or just not have to contact USCIS again. But the reason why traveling wise, excuse me, is because the airlines, not ticket agent, but the people at the gate, and even before the gate, I remember when my last travel, in London, I believe when you're checking in your bag, one of the airlines employees asked about basically those kind of documentation. I think I heard the word like advanced parole or something. It's like they know what to ask for. So yeah, you gotta preferably get that stamp in the passport, because who knows? Hopefully you don't lose the official notice for the 751 receipt notice. Okay, naturally, Tina. By the way, folks, to unlock the strategy session for 15 minutes, we offer it for y'all at no cost to y'all, because you follow the live show. Thank you so much. It means a lot to us, not just me, but my team, that you ask us questions and we can provide you legal information here. So to do that, you want to go to or give us a call right up here. All right. Or you can go to our website, greencardguys.com, greencardguys.com. I thought that was an easy name, but now that I'm saying it out loud, it's a bunch. So anyways, go to the contact us page, click on option 1. Not everyone is qualified for the 15 minutes. Sometimes we're able to help someone without with the free guide instead of a consultation. So we'll see. Anyways, this might be the last question right now, because I got to go to a meeting with a client. Your husband and you had a green card interview in February and still haven't heard back. So annoying. Oh yeah, that's hella annoying. Did I just make up a word? That's super annoying. February. So we typically wait at least minimum 6 months to file a lawsuit, minimum. In some situations, depending where you're at, we have relationships with certain U.S. attorneys. Um, not necessarily the top dog U.S. attorney, but the assistant U.S. attorney, um, to get us some information about a case because we could try to avoid a lawsuit. But that's what we call our gold plan. All right. Sorry, I have to go to a client meeting. So anyway, you're welcome to contact us about mandamus lawsuit to learn about it and find the right time to file a lawsuit. Not everyone is eligible per se to file a lawsuit at the same time. So it depends on your case, your situation. All right, folks, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. I got to go to a client meeting. I don't want to be late. So stay tuned. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Take care.